AFP, Geta's ex-diplomat called on France to roll out stricter asylum rules. Russia's former ambassador to France, Alexander Orlov, urged the French government to harden its asylum rules after it emerged the man behind Saturday's deadly knife attack in Paris had come to France in the early 2000s as a political refugee from war-ravaged Chechnya. Mr. Orlov told Europe One Radio, "When I was still ambassador, I found that the French authorities were granting asylum to Chechen families far too easily." They argued that these families were being politically persecuted in Chechnya. Today, the consequences of this decision are apparent. I think we need to be stricter and more severe when granting political asylum to anyone. Because among these refugee families are people with suspicious pasts. He added France had lacked vigilance and been too indulgent when it opened its doors to refugees fleeing war and persecution in Chechnya. I think we need to be stricter and more severe when granting political asylum to anyone. Alexander Orlov Asimov, 20, killed one person and injured 4 others when he went on a stabbing spree shouting, "Allahu Akbar," in Paris's bustling opera district on Saturday night before being shot dead by police. The terrorist group ISIS later claimed responsibility for the attack, saying that the knifemen had acted in response to their call to attack countries fighting ISIS in Iraq and Syria. Born in the Russian Republic of Chechnya, the jihadist became a French citizen in 2010 after his mother was naturalized, government spokesman Benjamin Griveaux told French media. His parents and one of his close friends were taken into custody for questioning on Sunday as counterterrorism officials scrambled to find out whether he acted alone or with the help of accomplices. AFP, Geta's terrorist group ISIS later claimed responsibility for the attack. Mr. Asimov, who pledged allegiance to ISIS in a video posted online by the group's propaganda agency AMAQ, had no criminal record but had been on the government's vicious watch list of people considered a potential security risk since 2016 because of his close links to radical Islamists in France and Syria. Intelligence officials, however, had recently concluded that he was more of a suitor, a follower, than a hardened jihadist, and that he did not pose a serious security threat. Mr. Orlov also brushed off Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov's claim that France was solely responsible for the knife attack because the assailant grew up and formed his personality, his opinions and convictions within French society, saying that Russia did not share Mr. Kadyrov's view. France is home to some 30,000 people of Chechen origin, the majority of whom arrived as political refugees in the early 2000s because of the 2 Chechen wars.